Now, how do you enter a regular family? Well, by birth, right? And you're born into it. You don't get to choose. It's not like you get to do a whole, standard. I want to fill out a form. This is what I want my family like when I come to earth. It's like, man, I'm stuck with these people. Well, how did that happen? And understand, God in his wisdom says, I got the perfect family for you. And how do you know it's the perfect? Because he's going to use that family to drive you to him. It's like, man, I got to keep coming to you. And keep in mind that although you're in that family, you do what? I recognize there's a stronger bond in those of the family of God, those that come through faith. How do you enter the spiritual family? You're reborn into it. You're born again. And that's where John, Jesus, when was speaking, and John records that in John 3, when Nicodemus came, he says, man, I know you're of God. I know that you are of God, because here I am. I'm a religious leader. I got prestige. I've got power. I've got possessions, and I'm a ruler of the Jews. But you have something that I don't. Now I got religion. I know the rights and wrong. I'm a ruler of the Jews. I'm strong in the faith of what I believe in. But you have something I don't. Because he noted this. He says, because we know you're of God, because no one can do the things you do unless God is with them. You understand? Here's Jesus comes. He's opening the eyes of the blind. He's making the lame to walk. He's raising the dead. All these things that he's doing, he's preaching to the poor. And these religious leaders are struggling because what? You healed a man, but it was on the Sabbath. You literally did good on the Sabbath. How could you do good? Because you can't do good on the Sabbath. This is why all the people, they waited till after the Sabbath, when the sun had set, then the crowds thronged him. Why? Because the Sabbath put them in bondage. Religion put them in bondage. They couldn't be freed on the Sabbath. But what Jesus said, no, you can be freed because I'm your rest. I'm your Sabbath. I'm the Lord of this. And so when you come into the family of God, you're reborn into it. That's the key. There's a passage that I just want you to be aware of it. I want to read it to you, found in John chapter 1. And in John chapter 1, 2 verses, just note them if you're a note taker. It says this in verse 12 and verse 13 of John chapter 1. But as many as received him, to them he gave the right to become children of God. To those who believe, this is it, to believe in his name, who are born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. God says this, I'm going to allow you to be born, what? In the Spirit. The Spirit is now going to enter you.